If mood swings, anxiety, and fatigue are taking over your menopausal journey, you're not alone. Let's explore what is really happening in your body. Hi, this is Dr. Sudha from Holistic Health MD. What is the science behind anxiety and depression during these transitional years? Mood changes are not simply emotional reactions, they're biologically driven neuroendocrine events. So how common is anxiety and depression during menopausal and perimenopausal years? Large longitudinal studies show that women in perimenopause have 2 to 4 times higher risk of developing major depressive disorder compared to the premenopausal women. Up to 40 to 50% of the women report significant mood symptoms during these transitional years. Anxiety symptoms increase in early perimenopause and often peak during late perimenopausal years. Women with prior history of severe premenstrual syndrome and postpartum depression are more vulnerable to these hormonal shifts. Harvard study of mood and cycles revealed that the risk of new onset depression significantly increases during menopausal transition. Swan's study showed higher depressive symptom score during perimenopausal years, independent of life stressors. So in a nutshell, it's not just low estrogen that's causing a problem, it's the fluctuation in estrogen that seems to be the primary trigger. So what are the biological facts around estrogen? Estrogen is a major neuromodulator which directly influences serotonin synthesis, dopamine release, norepinephrine pathways, and GABA activity. So when you have estrogen fluctuations rapidly, you are more likely to have reactive personality or symptoms. You're more likely to have depression. You're going to be less motivated, and you will have more anxiety. HPA acts as in cortisol. When there is cortisol dysregulation, there is exaggerated cortisol response or poor cortisol response. This results in fragmented sleep and increased anxiety, and these are associated with major depressive disorders, insomnia, central adiposity, and brain fog. Gut and brain connection. Now, you all have heard about this term. What does this mean? 90% of the serotonin in your body is produced in the gut. When you have disrupted gut health, there is decreased serotonin and increased inflammation, and this can worsen your mood stability symptoms. Insulin resistance. Did you know that estrogen actually is a hormone that stabilizes your insulin? That means it increases your insulin sensitivity. So if your estrogens are low, you're going to have significant blood sugar fluctuations, leading to cortisol dysregulation, irritability, anxiety, fatigue, and disrupted sleep. So in a nutshell, addressing gut health, detox mechanisms, balancing hormones, and the lifestyle can yield sustainable results. So for your holistic approach to mood swings, anxiety, and fatigue, please book a free discovery call with Holistic Health MD.